Hey guys, Host here. Just got back from an early IMAX screening of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. And not only is it the best movie in the series, it's one of the best movies I've seen all year. But first, let me do a recap of the series. Mission Impossible started off as a really popular television program in the 1960s that later made its way on the big screen in 1996, with Brian De Palma directing and Tom Cruise in the starring role. Despite me never having watched the show, I found the movie to be wickedly entertaining. It was dark, edgy, and felt very much like a real spy espionage thriller. It ended up becoming a huge box office hit and therefore spawned 2 sequels. The second film, directed by John Woo, was extremely over the top and insanely stupid, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a guilty pleasure. The third film pretty much got back to basics, being an actual Mission Impossible movie, rather than being a straight-up dumb action flick. That's all thanks to the new direction of the creator of Lost, J.J. Abrams, and his production team at Bad Robot. The same people who made that film a success are back again with Ghost Protocol, the 4th entry in the series, this time with former animation director Brad Bird making his first live-action directorial debut, and Tom Cruise once again reprising the role of Ethan Hunt as he embarks on a discreet mission in the Kremlin when all of a sudden a bomb goes off, killing a number of casualties, and the IMF agency is the center of blame. Hunt and his team undergo the Ghost Protocol initiation, which means that whatever they try to do to stop whoever was responsible for the bombing, they'll have no outside help from the agency. Call him crazy, mental, or whatever, Tom Cruise can still carry a movie. He just has that kind of star charisma and screen presence that's just hard to take your eyes off of, even when he's doing some of the most death-defying stunts that not even Evel Knievel would do. Yes, this movie has some of the most riveting action scenes that literally had me on the edge of my seat. Brad Bird definitely makes great use with the IMAX technology, especially during one of the best sequences in the film where Tom Cruise climbs up the tallest building in the world. Even if you don't have a fear of heights, you'd still have a really bad case of vertigo while watching this scene. Plus, it was all done without the usage of 3D. James Cameron, eat your heart out. Aside from the gripping plot and the amazing action sequences, the film also has a great supporting cast, letting you know that it's not all just Tom Cruise's vehicle. We have Simon Pegg as a computer genius, Paula Patton, and finally Jeremy Renner, who's been promoted from disarming bombs in the Middle East to hang out with this gang of misfits. It definitely feels like a team effort whenever all 4 of them are around, and hopefully they'll stick with this method from now on if they decide to continue the franchise. What else can I add? Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol is a cinematic adrenaline rush that never slows down. It was totally worth the 2 hours and 13 minutes, and I plan on seeing it again multiple times in the IMAX. That's more than enough for me to give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. When this movie opens wide, December 21st, you should definitely consider checking it out. Now, with all that said, I guess you might be wondering what I thought about the special sneak preview that they showed before the movie started. For those who don't know, they showed the first 6 minutes of the opening scene of The Dark Knight Rises. Oh, where do I begin? Well, without giving anything away, the footage they screened to us is the opening prologue, similar to the one at the beginning of The Dark Knight. While the opening to that film centered on the Joker, this one centers on Batman's new nemesis, Bane, played here by Tom Hardy of Inception fame. The whole scene was shot with IMAX cameras, and from what I hear, Christopher Nolan shot about at least 50 minutes worth of film, meaning whatever he has in store for his final Batman movie, it's definitely going to be extremely epic. However, I was warned beforehand that Bane's dialogue is really hard to understand. You know, wearing that weird mask and all, which by the way looks almost exactly like the one used by Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Anyway, that's the only drawback for the entire scene that I hope gets taken care of in post before the actual film is released. I mean, we can't have 2 actors in one film that sound like they have throat cancer. Despite my overall enjoyment of the scene, I will not grade it mainly because it was only 6 minutes, and I like to save my real judgment for the film when it actually is released. All I can say is that I'm extremely hyped for this movie, and that you should definitely check it out in the IMAX along with Ghost Protocol. That concludes our show. I'm the host, and I will see you next time on another Midnight Movie Madness.